Welcome back to the Pariah Podcast. We are now on episode 20. Didn't
Let's
think we'd
Damn.
ever make
fucking
this far.
go.
I think we're due for some introductions today. You might see a new face. So as always, I'm here. I'm Ifti. To my left will be Nibir if you're watching this on YouTube. Diagonally across from me is another regular in Faris. And below me, but above me in the table, is a new guest. Uh, Tarik, who
Yeah.
is a Man City fan. We finally found one, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
They
Where did
exist.
this
Hey.
guy pop in from, bro? There's not enough of
Uh,
these.
Champions of the league, champions of the Europe, champions of the world, and now we're
Oh,
here.
here.
snap.
Hey, you know
End
what?
the episode, bro. End the
Yeah,
episode.
cut. Do that again.
No, it's my one. That's my one time, man. I'll wait
All
until the end
right.
of the season.
Listen. We brought Dark on today for a very fitting occasion. Not even 30 minutes ago, a very big game in the Premier League concluded. It was the Manchester Derby hosted at the Etihad, where Man City prevailed 3-1 despite going down a goal to a really good goal 8 minutes in. Look, like every City hate watch I've done this season, it felt pretty inevitable. But I don't know. I have a ton of thoughts in the game. Dark, I'll let you take point on this one though. But let me know what you were feeling when you went down. If you had hope, if you had that sense of inevitability. I always wonder, do City fans have that? Just give me your thoughts.
You know what, man? Right as the game kicked off, I had a bad feeling, and then it just got worse when I saw Walker stop running and stick his arm up like this. It was over the second he did that. That Rashford goal was just something else. But Foden, and
Yeah.
Foden, time and time again, man. He's just a special player, you know.
He scored both times in the earlier match too, right? Like early in the
Yeah.
season.
Yeah. He's just been all over the place, man.
He
Just
loves
getting
this. He
goals and
loves this
assists.
derby.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Dude, I
Hopefully it
think
continues.
I think he's hit a new level this season, to be honest. I've not always been a Foden believer. I think a lot of my criticism of him are still kind of true. I don't think he has like a position, right? But I think the places where he's excelled this season, and it's hard for anyone to deny, this guy, every action he does is close to perfect. Like I don't see him take bad first touches. I don't see him
Mhm.
Yeah.
make bad decisions, right? If not for good defending against him this season, I think he could have a lot better numbers. I've seen a good few shots he's taken that are like blocked or deflected off. Like it's hard to have numbers in that City team just with the amount of offensive weapons they have. And for him to
Mhm.
still have what he has is really, really impressive to me.
Now we gotta ask Tarik though. What is Foden's best position? Please give us the
Yeah.
answer.
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You know, honestly speaking, it's
Yeah.
wherever he wants to be.
Okay. Whatever,
Wherever
dude.
he wants,
Fluid.
no,
Fluid
listen,
gallery.
wherever he decides to show up in that moment, he's just no one else
Mm,
can do what he can do on the ball. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of
Yeah.
ridiculous to just stick him on a wing or anything like that.
Mhm.
I think what Pep's done with him is just one of one in terms of just keeping him at the club for so long and developing him and trusting him and in key games at such an early age. Just we will. I don't know if we'll have another player like this at the club. You know, Oscar Bob's coming through, but that trust that Phil got at 17,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
because he had like
ridiculous.
a he had like an
Foden all.
unorthodox development too, you know, like he wasn't always starting, he was kind of stop start, but like he's kind of seen that portion throughout where other young players don't really get that same kind of hands-on treatment by their manager. They either like loaned or they're kind of given up on. So it's been
Mhm.
interesting to watch.
No, for him to like kind of stay in this team is like speaks volumes in itself. Like Pep allowing, I feel like that's the one player that kind of in his age group that made it out of the academy in the City group.
Yeah.
But he always had the technical ability. I feel like the output was lacking in the previous seasons, but this season I feel
yeah.
like with the lack of Gundogan, he really is like thriving. He's that player that gets into the box,
Yeah.
gets those numbers up now, and he's killing it this season.
And
Mm.
you got to look at a game like today where
Yeah.
your tried and true superstars like Haaland not looking as sharp as he does. I thought Kevin De Bruyne also like didn't look as good as he usually does, right? Like failed to like find himself in really like effective positions. Doku, I don't even want to speak about what he did today, right?
Listen, relax.
Okay. But like
Relax.
the opportunity was there for someone to step up, and I think the biggest players, take those moments, and he definitely did today. So the inevitable debate, right? I say we bring it up
Yeah.
early and get it out the way. Um, is two young superstars in England, Foden, the one right there, Bukayo Saka.
What does that say, man? I can't see that.
Listen, I'll say this. I could be super annoying here and just like not face the facts, be super biased, say whatever I want, but I'll be fair, and I hope you are too. My take is that Phil Foden plays the game a lot more beautifully than Bukayo Saka does. The things he does are very aesthetically pleasing, and I don't think that's like a frivolous thing. I think there's a definite advantage he has over Bukayo because of that. I don't think it's like fluff or unnecessary. But what I said about like Foden making the right decisions in this game. I think Bukayo Saka has been making the right decision every time I've seen him play since he was 18 years old. And I think for a team like ours, where we lack players, we're a young squad, we don't have these experienced guys, he is our beacon, right? Whereas I can't say Phil Foden has been that consistently. Today he was, right? So of course I'm going to give him his applause. This season even like he was.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen Foden be the guy on a team for as long as I've seen Bukayo do it. And it's harder for him because he plays for a better team, but like still, I have to hold that against him.
I guess a couple things on that. I agree with most of what you said. There's the differences between the two players. I will say with Saka, I almost owe everything that he's accomplishing right now and last season more to Arteta than I would to him individually. Because if you watch what he does, it's also I'm gonna be honest, systematic. The runs that he makes, the same actions happen almost every time with him. That when he receives the ball, he's instructed to move in this exact space, almost entirely. Like you could put 5 different Arsenal games and then just isolate that one Saka movement, and that just happens time and time again. And I would again just put that more on Arteta. Now with England, who's coaching? Not Arteta. So you know what I mean?
No one's coaching that team, dog.
They barely have a coach, to be fair. But that being said, that environment that Saka is able to be so efficient in with these players around him, that's not going to be there. It's more end to end where you need someone to control that chaos. And I think Foden is that player, those decisions that you make.
And I think just in like a general sense, not even thinking about like the England squad, like as a neutral, I think the two are much closer than maybe either fan base wants to give credit to. Like some people say Foden's all the way here, Saka's all the way here. And to your credit about Saka doing kind of the same movements, the same kind of things, we shouldn't take that for granted, man. Like being
100%.
able to score on the same like actions, and he's starting to use both his feet, and he has like 50 goals and assists, like 100 goals, something crazy in 100 games, like that kind of stuff. Like when you have a team that's like struggling, like you want that, so you kind of throw all the aesthetic stuff out of the way. But yeah, my view is that they are both very good, and they're both like that level's closer than we think.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Yeah, no, look, I totally hear you. I think Arteta has been pivotal in his growth and success. But to Faris's point, like I think players like that are every coach's dreams. Like the player that can take instruction and execute pretty regularly and pretty consistently, right? Like I'm sure
efficiency.
Yeah, I'm sure like Pochettino's taking Palmer and trying to tell him to do the same thing every game. I'm sure. Like
Pochettino's telling Palmer, like, yo, what did Pep tell you, bro? Let me write that down.
Yo, try to remember. That's funny. But yeah, I think Saka is every like football nostalgia merchant's nightmare in that he is like one of those like AI players that does literally the most effective thing every time, whether it looks pretty or not. And I think that rubs a lot of people the wrong way. And I can understand that. But like, I guess I agree with Faris that I can't tell you who's better today. And maybe that means that Foden is better today, right? But like I think they're here and here, and for England,
No, the other way.
hey, maybe I'll get, but I think it's one of those things that could change, like every week. Like what happens if like we play Sheffield United tomorrow, brother? It's very much within the realm of possibility. Saka bags like 5 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then what happens, right? But so like I think it's frivolous for us to try and debate who's better today. I think let's talk about ceilings.
Okay, let me ask you something really quick though. Going off that, when you guys were talking about that efficiency and being able to put a player in this exact action and him able to score or assist or do what he wants to do in that spot, I'm not going to say that there's any other player that can do what Saka can do, because he's a one of one in terms of, like you were saying, like coachability and all that sort of stuff. But when you're pushed against a wall and teams start to recognize what you want to do and when you want to do it, then it relies on individual, that aesthetic term, you know what I mean? Like to get yourself out of scenarios like that. And we're seeing at the in the beginning of this season, like Saka, he got found out a little bit because teams understood what you did last year. And then it changed, and Arteta changed the whole system again, and then moved Odegaard, blah, blah, blah. And now Saka's back to being efficient. And that's my thing and my take on that. The ability to change when circumstances aren't planned for, or this, that, and the other. That's what makes a player here to get himself out, to unlock a team. You know what I mean? If your coach is unlocking the team for you, applauds. But that's my take on that.
I feel like in that argument, Foden really gets a little bit of advantage on that field, because City just has so many X factor players that so many other players are able to cater to his play style and like give him those like incredible opportunities where he can, take those chances and make something out of it. But I feel like our team doesn't have that yet, bro. Like it's getting there, but like once we get there, I feel like we'll see more of Saka. Once we get those more like technical players and like true finishers, like a solid striker, I feel like there's more to see, more to come from Saka as well.
But listen, to your point, you know how like Foden pretty much plays anywhere across that front line, right?
Yeah.
We've seen Arteta try to explore that concept, right? We'll see Martinelli and Jesus interchange, or Havertz and Trossard interchange, right? But to your point, we never see Saka leave that right wing spot, right? He leaves him there. He's never
There's
going
never been a need
left.
to,
I understand, but I'll tell him like, hey, like you're probably right that like he relies heavily on the system, and Foden would be better at playing any position he's asked to. But you put Foden in our team, bro, and I think things look very different. And I'll like emphasize why it matters more for like these crazy sensationalist Twitter takes. When Arsenal has a bad game, it's on Bukayo Saka. Like there's he's the first one to get everything thrown at him, right? When City has a bad game, Foden has 5 superstars to hide behind, right? Like it'll be Haaland, or it'll be KDB, or it'll be Bernardo, or it'll be Rodri, or it'll be John Stone. Like there's a big difference in pressure. And like as much as we treat like pressure as this like intangible like fluff thing that doesn't exist, I think Saka has been playing under way more pressure for longer, and I think that should count for something. Like
it should count for something. I also like, to Foden's credit, him making in that team should also count for something, because Saka had like he had like an easy access to the first team. I feel like if you had
all he had to do was beat out Nicholas Pepe, dude.
Not even like he started off left back and he
Kolasinac or whoever was chilling back there.
But look, I compare Foden to like
Mertesacker.
I see Foden as like the young Fabregas that was in a team of invincibles. Just like, who is this 16-year-old just chilling here, right? Everyone gives Fabregas mad credit for making through, so I agree. Like we should do the same. Like I'm sure not even competing with like the first team players. Think about City's academy, bro. They invest so much in their academy. To come out of that even is a feat in and of itself. So definitely two great players. But who
Dude,
do
you
we
know who I
think?
feel for in this conversation?
Don't
Smith
say
Rowe,
Marcus.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Smith Rowe should have been in this combo some time ago, dude. His whole thing has been too up and down, man.
He's injured his
yeah.
damn groin, bro. What can you do? I don't know.
And
Can we-
one more name too. It's your
Yeah.
boy, Forrest.
Which
Cole
boy,
Palmer.
dude?
Mr. Mount. Mr.
Oh,
Mason.
Mason.
dude.
MIA Mount, where was he today, man? I remember it was him, Saka, and Foden.
Yeah.
Look, the worst thing is, dude, so United fans were like, dude, if we had just waited till the summer, we could have got him for free. And he's about to go the whole season playing maybe 5 matches. I feel bad,
This is
dude.
wild.
No,
How
Mount,
much did
Mount
they
is
spend?
like I
60?
tried to do it with Mount, but Mount is not in that combo. He's a little bit.
Can we talk about Marcus Rashford though, real
Yeah,
quick?
he's
let's talk
another
about
one
Marcus
in
Rashford.
that. He somehow snuck himself into these youngster debates. My brother is 26. He's on his own medical insurance. Like, I don't know how he kept sneaking into these debates, but today was the most Rashford game of all time, I think. 8 minutes into the game, he shows the world that he has every ounce of ability, talent, physical, like strength, everything to be one of the greatest players ever. And then for the remaining, I think 70 minutes he was on, he got hooked at like 80th. He showed why everyone on this podcast has been telling y'all for months that that guy's a fraud. I mean, like
Look, I
all the
tried my
things.
best to stick with him, dude. I tried my best.
Yeah, you were
I
planning on
tried supporting
losing.
him, but today, after the goal, it's like every decision he made was just not the right one. It was
Which
insane
should
to
be the
see.
opposite. You should build confidence and momentum off doing something crazy like that. But for the very next play where United break and you get put through on goal and you forget how to control the ball, sure, I can excuse it. It was bouncing. Then you're on the right wing and a perfect ball gets played again that City somehow don't deal with. And that was the worst touch I think I've ever seen. This season, because it comes off his, I think, head in the end. I don't know what happened. But
speaking of that action though, an unsung hero, Nathan Ake, man. Thank you again, Forrest, for your academy, dude. You guys are just send the next one over. Might as well.
All right.
Whoever's up next, just send him our way.
Bro, yeah, Nathan Ake makes these like very difficult tackles make it look like so simple.
It's
like he's
a warrior.
Yeah, dude. He's
deceptively fast too. He's incredibly fast. I think this whole like center back playing fullback experiment Pep got going on only works because the two center backs he plays at fullback are rapid. I do want to ask you a question, by the way.
Me?
What do you honestly think of Ruben Diaz?
Dude, so honestly, man, this season he's digressed a little bit. But I will say, I will say, over the summer, he was with this one. He was dating someone. And she broke his heart or something, man. Bro. Dude, before that, he didn't care about him and Rodri. It was just them two. They were just chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? This woman came in and just messed my man up.
That's insane, dude.
Oh my god!
He started posting.
Is that an excuse we can use,
bodies, bro?
Yo, he started posting photo dumps on Twitter after.
Yeah, dude.
He was going through it.
He got a mullet. I don't even know what to tell this man. I need my refrigerator back. Okay.
He had a craziest debut season I think ever for a defender.
3 seasons in a row, man.
He won like player
every season. Every season he's won a prem. He hasn't not won a prem yet in England.
Wow.
Like
I do want to ask you this though, because you were praising Ake, but thoughts on Gvardiol and his future in this team?
Dude, I'm gonna blame Pep on that one, man. Who knows what he's doing with that guy, dude? I saw him playing right wing a couple times. He's popping up. Foden's playing on the bench too. I know why Pep's bald, man. He just stresses himself out for no reason, dude.
Bro, that guy was hilarious when it was halftime and he patted Ten Hag on the back. He's like, all right, see you next time, brother. I was like, oh, it's raps.
Oh my gosh, baldy off, dude. So, I don't even know what to say.
That's a perfect segue. Let's talk about Ten Hag. I'm seeing a lot of criticism on Twitter And for the first time, I think ever on this pod, I'm going to disagree. I don't think he could have done anything differently to win that game. I think this is one of the very clear cases of his players letting him down. There's always a hint of this in United defeats. Like, you can never put the blame entirely on Ten Hag because a player will do something completely asinine and throw it away. But I think today he set his team up to counter Man City, which, for him is a big step because he doesn't like to be humble and do those types of things. He thinks he's able to play toe-to-toe with City. But today he was like, all right, I'll relax. Yeah. We're going to hit him on the counter. Hits them on the counter. It works. And then he doesn't do the thing of, 11 men in the box. He still keeps the game plan the same. It's working. And then people are criticizing the sub for Rashford. I would have subbed him a lot earlier.
Yeah. No, I would not have made that sub because the player he's bringing on, I would not have brought on Anthony at all. As bad as Rashford is playing, he's still an outlet.
I was looking at
Anthony's not running those channels.
They don't have any players, bro. What happened to the Man United squad?
Forcing on, dude.
That's like it's raps for them, bro.
I'm gonna be honest, man. His ideas going to the game were so smart. Like playing Casemiro and like he would drop him in between the two center backs, and then McTominay would pick up his space, and then Bruno would drop in, and then these two little freaking runners would just come in like that. And Walker is just busy doing this, man. Offside for no reason. Thank God we have Nathan Ake, man, for real. But and then he just threw it all away. He
did.
Again, balled for no reason, man. We know,
honestly, bro, there was a lot of good runs being made by Rashford and Garnacho. I feel
Garnacho too.
For some reason, instead of the final ball, at least the pass before the final ball falling to Bruno, it kept falling on Scott McTominay, and he was not able to execute those final passes. It felt like that they could have made more of those runs, but
even Onana had a decent game. Maybe the second Foden goal, he should be saving that, but every time he was hitting that ball over the top, a United player was bringing it down.
100%, bro. Like
they had a game plan.
Yeah,
I think if he maybe doesn't have to play Johnny Evans, if he maybe doesn't have to bring on Amrabat as his sub for midfield, but also I can see the argument that this is down to him. This is his squad planning. These are players he signed. Yeah. He signed Johnny Evans. He signed Amrabat. He signed Anthony, right? So
to be fair to him, he played really well. He had man marked Holland just about out of the game.
Yeah,
there was those two actions where he dropped it in and then collected the ball and spun. And outside of that, and let's not talk about that miss that he had.
Oh my god,
he played really well, to be fair. And then he got hooked off. You can't rely on. How old is he? 30, 39?
38,
39.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, you can't play a full 90 at City. It's crazy.
Forget a regular full 90. You're going up against this behemoth that
What'd you guys think about Kobe Minor today?
I think he looked good again.
Decent.
Young kid. I think they got one with him. And I really like his mentality. They asked him you guys saw that picture. I'm not gonna call it iconic of Garnacho, him, and Højlund posted up.
Yeah.
The interview was what an iconic picture. He's like, it's not iconic till we do something. And I think for a youngster to say something like that when he already is getting gassed, he doesn't have to buy his own hype. People are hyping him, and for him to deny that is pretty big. And I think it's something United are missing. I think someone who fell victim to that is Rashford. Definitely bought way too much of his own hype. I think he's one player, bro. If you gave him to Pep, it could have been tragic. That's a player who was a great coach away from being a Prem great. Forget going to Pep. If he just was born 10 years earlier and had Ferguson to help coach him, it would have been raps.
But dude, on Mainu, I'm taking him on that Euros plane. I don't know about you guys.
What? It's too early, man.
It's too early. But I'm looking at okay, we have to find the Declan Rice's midfield partner for the Euros, right? I'm looking at some of the names on this short list, and it's bums, dude. I take Ross Barkley.
It's gonna be
honestly, they should take Curtis Jones for this one. because he has like
Where is
experience
this?
and whatnot. Dude, you can't take an 18-year-old who's never been
But
there.
it'd be sick, dude.
It would be sick, you know. It would be
But
so.
Southgate would never do anything that like I thought would be
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
enjoyable. So it's
Jordan
not gonna happen.
Henderson's already on the plane, man. He's
Yeah.
got
Calvin
that first
Phillips.
class.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that guy, dude. Calvin Phillips, bro. Get him out of here, man. He's the worst, man. Faris knows I hated him. The moment that I saw that Fabrizio, like, here we go. I just
Oh
my phone just
God.
on
He's
the
having
table.
like the worst loan of all time too.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever,
2 red
bro.
cards in
I
a row
love
or
it.
something
I
like
love
that.
it. Give me more of that, dude.
When City signed him, bro, that was insane greed. That was just like,
Yeah.
oh, I saw some headlines about this kid. Get him.
Yeah.
And,
Honestly, we probably did it just so United didn't get him. Because if United got him and he could play them long balls to Rashford and whatnot, and instead they still have McTominay doing it. Like, he could have been something special over
The
there.
one
But
day
no,
I
he
needed
came to us.
the one day I needed McTominay to get a crazy bullshit goal, he decided to be McTominay, man.
all
But
right.
but I think that's enough for the City United game. There's something else to talk about in regards to the title race. Liverpool had a
Man.
game yesterday
Ooh.
against Nottingham Forest, and until the 97th minute, I thought Forest could pull something off. And then a very interesting couple events took place back to back to back. There was a corner for Nottingham Forest in like the 97th minute.
Yeah.
Joe Gomez got a hold of someone, right?
Mhm.
Pulled on the shirt. You see it happen in corners all the time, right?
Mhm.
And then the ball gets cleared away. It's very confusing who cleared it. There's a collision between the goalkeeper, Konate, and one of the Forest players. The ball bounces out to the left wing where Callum Hudson-Odoi picks it up and the referee stops play. Now,
Right.
as a neutral, I'm thinking, okay, a bunch of different things just happened there. Did the keeper foul the Forest player? I don't know. Did the Gomez shirt pulling get called? I don't know. Is Konate injured? We don't know, right? It could be any of those things. I see a shot of Konate on the ground holding his head. I'm like, oh, okay, it's like a head injury.
Yeah, did you?
And then I see the VAR thing pop up with the Gomez shirt pull. I'm like, oh, okay, this could end up great. And nothing comes of any of those things. The next screen I see
Liverpool got
is
involved.
Liverpool on the break. And in my head, I'm thinking, no shot. Hudson-Odoi gave it up there that quickly, right? And then, resulting from that attack, Liverpool get the goal in the 99th minute, right? Now, to my disbelief, after the game, I'm seeing Forest coach go crazy. I'm seeing Forest Greek owner, who's the most Greek-looking person I've seen in my life. Brother's like 400 pounds. His tie's not tied. It's the funniest thing. He's screaming down the tunnel. The Forest players are going crazy. Van Dijk's trying to look cool in front of the camera. I find out that the ball was given to Liverpool after the restart. And I think it's one of those things where all of us here are probably going to complain about it and everyone's going to make fun of us for complaining about it because it's, in reality, it's such a little thing, right? Who gets the ball after a stoppage? But it literally in May could be the difference in who wins the Premier League title. And that pisses me off so much. What'd you guys think?
Dude, after that Spurs Liverpool game
Yeah.
with the refereeing decisions and then the Klopp retirement or
Yeah.
whatever leaving, those two things have combined to just make all the refs like scared not to help them.
Dude.
Is that controversial to say? I don't know. But I think they're literally trying to push this like Klopp farewell tour. And maybe, maybe we should have won the Carabao Cup. We can have a different conversation. But but that decision itself was just so surreal because I'm just like looking on Twitter afterwards and all these Forest fans are going crazy. And I'm like, I've never just seen the camera cut away on the screen and then you just scored. It was so crazy.
It was.
I'm trying to figure out because the live footage was like kind of like missing some stuff out. But did Hudson-Odoi like kick the ball out and it was like expected of Liverpool to kind of like kick the ball back to the
play was stopped with the ball at dude's feet. Like it was not, ball was not kicked out.
That's like crazy because at that point you just give it back to the team that had the ball. Like
Up
But
until this
regardless,
point,
bro, I just feel like that run of play didn't cause the goal. They had multiple chances of them clearing that ball out. Like, and
You think?
Liverpool, I think so,
no,
bro.
they
Like,
should have cleared the ball. I'll say that. The ball could have been cleared, should have been cleared. Also, I don't forget the Forest player not clearing the ball. For his defender to steal the ball off him and then try to run, if you're stealing the ball from a player at that point, boot it. I don't know why you're thinking, oh, I could run better than you. It's like there's a reason they're at the bottom of the table or close to it, right? And if they get relegated for that, I don't think they could blame the referee. That's on them. But I'm gonna blame the referee because that was my saving grace. I just think terrible week for Arsenal fans to hate watch.
You're at Anfield next week, dude. I'm praying for you, bro.
Yeah,
they're about to invent a new goal, dude. They're about to get 2 goals to 1.
You know what I'll say on that decision. Being the new representative, champions of England, champions of Europe, champions of the world. I've seen it before. We're gonna see it again until that day that Klopp walks out of Anfield for the last time, man. I don't know. They just got some sort of sway with these referees, man, and it's gonna happen again. It'll probably happen this week, but we'll beat them again.
Yeah, good luck, dude.
We'll take it to the title all the way. Who are they even able to field? Half their squad is in hospital.
I think like Salah will be back.
Salah back for City?
No,
maybe not. I know Alisson is like almost done for the whole season.
Oh.
Yeah,
as a goalie, how are you getting hurt as a goalie?
Dramatic. Yeah, you got to figure that out, bro. There's nothing in your job that requires you to be doing all that.
Bro, it's interesting. Like Faris, like as a, I guess not a title contender.
All right.
If you were
as a brokey,
if you were to like side with Arsenal, like for just hypothetically, who would you want to win that next City Liverpool game?
I have a clue.
Let him
There's a right answer here. And
I'm trying to think. The hypothetical is if I'm an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
And my 2 title contenders or other title contenders are playing each other. Who would I want? I think you want City to win. No,
I think so too.
I think you want City to win. I think you want.
That means
like,
you think
train to crash.
That means you think City's gonna drop points later on. Because
I think you guys have to beat them.
Yeah. Whoa, that's crazy.
No, I'm not saying they will. I'm saying they need to win that game for the title. So you'd want Liverpool to lose points here, and then you do your thing at that Etihad, which I don't know if that'll happen. But
so you have full faith that Liverpool is going to continue their stride. So you want Liverpool to drop points here.
Yeah, I think so. I think if they're doing this,
Nibs,
if they're winning these games with,
I'm really torn. I was trying to figure that out. I was like, do I want Liverpool or to kind of drop points, or do I want like City to drop right here and then we'll carry on our stride? But because for some reason I can't tell like if Liverpool's going to win or lose any game after this game. Because if Liverpool wins this game, I have a feeling they might just.
I don't know.
Why not City?
I used to be conflicted, and I'll tell you why I'm not after that Forest game. I've seen what the agenda is here. I've seen what the script says, right?
Yeah.
Last season, bro, I know we lost the title. It was sad or whatever. But the reason I could live with it is because we didn't deserve to win, right?
Right.
We had 2 chances to beat the dudes chasing us. We lost both games. City beat us twice. They deserve the title. I want fate of the universe in our hands. If City goes and beats Liverpool, we have a game where we could be like, hey, I win this game and I win everything else. I win the title, right? I just think if it's a draw or if it's a Liverpool win, it is completely out of our hands, and we are just sitting every game week having to watch Liverpool games, which I hate doing, and having to hope they lose, which clearly doesn't look like the referees want to happen. So that's my reasoning. I think it goes City win, draw, Liverpool loss, worst case scenario. Liverpool win, worst case scenario.
Arsenal still have to come to, or we still got to go play you guys, right? What if that's the title decider? Chelsea, Arsenal.
No, it very well could be
Chelsea, man. It's always Chelsea.
I'm just trying my best to stay relevant in this conversation.
Can I tell you, Faris, when that game is likely to be rescheduled? It's
Yeah.
going to be 2 days before the game at Spurs. So
Dang.
even if
Oh, I
you
forgot you
don't,
guys still have Spurs, dude. Spurs are just like kind of just they're just there, annoying
Yeah.
teams, you know.
I know.
they had another comeback win. I don't know. I think like same thing. If we want to win a title, we should be able to beat that Spurs team. But
Yeah,
there's this
you have to.
added weird thing now of we have to do it with 2 days rest after playing Chelsea, right? So
Yeah.
you guys beating Leeds kind of messed us all up. And it's also 2 days after we play Wolves. So it's like not looking good. That week in April is not going to be good for us. But let's get some predictions going for this Liverpool game. Dog, I don't know.
You're saying predictions for Liverpool City
Yeah.
Liverpool City
at Anfield?
at
Oh,
Anfield.
I'm
This
gonna,
is-
I'm gonna say.
God.
I'm sorry, Tarik. I'm gonna say Liverpool win this one.
Dude,
Give me a scoreline. Give me a scoreline.
I'm gonna say 2-1 Liverpool.
Who's scoring?
Yeah,
Who's
who's
scoring?
scoring? Let's get some
Yeah,
more.
Two?
Michael Oliver.
Clyde.
Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp 90th minute header.
When it goes on.
I don't know who's scoring, but I'm gonna stick with 2-1. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. We'll see.
I think I'm gonna say it's gonna be like a 0-0 tie for some reason.
Oh, that'd be the worst.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Their games are cagey. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think any games of
Our games
as of
are
late.
nice.
It was 1-1 at the Etihad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Trent goal.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Trent
go 2-0 City.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't see the fake midfield working out too well.
I think it's gonna be almost a replica of what happened today, man. It's gonna be 3-1 City. They're gonna take an early advantage off some Walker. No,
dude, this is why I hate City fans, man. You won the game and you're complaining about the one goal you conceded.
dude. Okay,
That's Asian
fair,
parent
But this is
mentality, bro.
perfection, man.
Yeah.
You don't win trebles unless you know what I'm saying.
They got a 99 on the test, and he's asking where the 1 went.
That's hilarious. But yeah, 3-1's my prediction.
Damn. Well,
I'm pretty confident, man. But I know we're gonna concede.
And
I think in your scenario, if Liverpool score first at Anfield, it might be tough to get 3 goals back, dude.
Dude, I have no idea who they're gonna field. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
feel like half their team's hurt. Salah is a doubt. If he doesn't play, it might be 3-0 us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless that random academy kid on asthma medication just decides to show up.
yeah.
And like 17 of them, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun experiment, right? Like take your academy kids, put them on drugs. If they get banned, who cares? They were academy kid, right?
Trent, that's Trent, man. He's been on drugs this
Been
whole
on
time, dude.
That's hilarious.
Hey, what do y'all think about that new kid? Sorry to interrupt.
New
Connor
kid, Dan?
Bradley.
Oh, Brett.
Yeah, he's good, man.
I like
We
him.
have we have Liverpool fans on here, dude. They say enough about him.
We
I don't
had
care.
really?
one guy
Okay.
on here, a deal who actually called his success before he became relevant. So
Really?
yeah, I don't know.
I believe it. That guy plays football manager. Okay. That's funny.
Dude, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be getting on career mode and just signing like Mbappe and just like, yo, Chelsea's in the title race.
That's why you're a Chelsea fan, man.
Funniest thing ever. I had a career mode on FIFA, I think 20, where obviously like Arsenal won the treble. But guess who my starting left 8 was? Kai Havertz. I saw the vision before everybody.
Oh God.
No, not this, man.
I also had Rodri, which was crazy.
That's crazy.
Don't talk to me about Rodri, dude, man.
Too good.
He's my favorite player.
Too good.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
He now has the longest unbeaten streak in the history of the Premier League as an individual.
Wow.
Rodri?
Yes.
What is it? What's the number?
I think
He's
it's
at
like
like 60 something games now at some
something,
point, right?
something crazy like that.
Holy shit.
He is almost like, I think he's got like 3 losses in his career at City where he started a game.
I hate him.
And he's
Why
one
are
of
you
those
tucking your
dudes.
shirt in, dude? I
I
can't stand the
actually
shirt
tried.
tucked
I
in
love it,
like
man,
he's a
dude.
professor.
I love it. No tattoos, all that
No
stuff that you see on
tattoos.
Twitter.
So you
All
can
that stuff you
donate
see on
blood.
Twitter about him.
Ideal
Yeah,
pet
exactly, man.
player.
That used to be Diaz, dude, and now he's gone, man. He's done his
Oh,
hair,
man.
got Instagram. It's terrible, bro.
That's too funny. Well,
it is what it is.
any other topics for this week? Or we all
No,
chilling?
we'll spare Chelsea this week.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
I was
I
gonna
don't
say,
even-
are we just leaving
Mike,
him
can
alone?
even,
man?
no, dude, I appreciate
Bro,
it.
it's just
Dude,
like
Tarik, every
beating
week
up.
I just have to like represent Chelsea's loss. Like they give me a 5-minute section, like, yo, just talk to the screen. It's the
Oh my
worst
gosh,
feeling.
dude. Oh my gosh, dude. That's
Explain what
hilarious.
Podge did, Faris. Go ahead.
End the episode, bro. We're good.
I just think it's funny that like randoms like Wisa are scoring bicycle kicks.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
that goal was
that's just
disgusting, man.
fire.
Bro, you know, we've been in that position when Arsenal were
Stop it,
really
dude.
ass. These nobody players would try the most outrageous things, and it would piss me off because I'm like, if we were good, there's no way in we had Damari Gray pulling up from 40 yards out, bro, and it was working. It was insane, man. I don't know. It's just a symptom. People build confidence when you're not good. Faris, question for you and question for Tarik before we head out of here.
All right.
Give me Chelsea's final league position, Faris, and then Tarik. I think I know the answer. Where is City finishing at the end of the season? But just confirm it so we can hold you to it.
Okay, I got you.
I think we're like 11th right now. I'm gonna say final league position is gonna be 7th place.
So upward.
Wow.
Got
Upwards,
it. Okay,
upwards.
got it. And Tarik?
Okay. It's a bit of a trick question because there's two answers here. One is when if and when those charges hit, we'll be first in the championship. Okay. Maybe League Two.
Oh man.
If they don't hit, then it's first in the Premier League. Man, I'm sorry to say it to you. We'll retain that title. We'll probably do it again the year after.
Listen,
You know what I'm
bro,
saying? Pep might
Tarik,
grow hair after, dude.
Tarik, they're gonna arrest you mid-podcast episode. Like they're gonna charge you too.
yeah, you're part of the charges, dog.
They're gonna take you out in cuffs.
116, man. I know it's terrible, bro. Honestly, sorry, he's off.
Stop it, dude.
That's such a Mustafi trait. He used to do that so much, bro. It pissed me
Yeah.
off.
It frustrates me so much because he just stops running and he's so fast too. Like, why
Yeah.
don't you can run and do this, man? Like, you just have to stop and you let Diaz chase Rashford, bro. Come on,
Oh,
like
man.
like what?
That's
But
hilarious.
I have a question though. Rashford's goal or Wies's goal? Which one do you think is better?
Oh, I'm gonna go Rashford.
Like, if you're gonna go Rashford.
Dude, I just think I love
Man.
when a goal smacks the bar and then
Yeah.
bounces. Like that's one of the
Yeah.
most aesthetic things in football.
Yeah, it was crazy. Well, how about you,
Yeah.
Forrest?
That was Rashford. We
Hey,
still
Forrest,
going that
did you
special.
not like the goal that
I've seen Weasels go
You're
far.
that
bro.
Rashford.
I think so too, man. But I personally, as a big hate watcher advocate, I'm gonna have to say we suck.
Why do you hate watching Chelsea, dude? That's
Dude,
just any
I'll
game.
never forgive.
that's
I'll never
cruelty.
forgive
It's just
Kai
watching.
Havertz, dude. I'll never forgive
Never
that
forget
guy.
Kai
Oh, God.
I'll never
We sold
forgive
our soul for that fluke
okay.
Champions League, bro.
It works perfect because now he's at Arsenal and I can hate both of them at the same time in one 90-minute hate watch session, bro. It's perfect. Oh my gosh.
Well,
That's
we
hilarious.
got our answers that we could hold everybody to for the end of the season. Tarik, I think we're gonna have you on some more depending on how next week goes. And what I have
Oh,
March 31st. Make sure you're free for that one.
I got you, my friend. I got you.
Well, it was amazing. Finally hearing from that perspective. That was episode
Appreciate it,
20.
man.
Keep watching. The jerseys have shipped. Giveaway very, very soon.
Wait, how many TikTok followers are we at, dude?
We're
We
at
at 150.
150.
Can I enter the giveaway, bro?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Is that insider trading?
Bro, we're giving away your Kaká jersey, dude.
Yeah,
exactly.
the run-on video
Oh,
is actually in
116
it.
charges now. Man.
Oh,
It is
man.
what it is.
Thank you guys
That's
for
what it is.
listening. Keep listening. Keep watching. Hit the buttons. It's great. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
So, yeah.